Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin on Election Day. That's right. Canada decides which way it's going to go. Blue, red, green, orange. Those are the only options.
We need a purple party.
We do need a purple party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of representation there.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brown
party?
We
The brown shirts kind of had their time, and I don't think we need brown shirts anymore.
Yeah,
just saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You excited for the Feddy?
The Feddy. The Feddy.
The Feddy. Plus, we had the Terry. Now it's the Feddy.
Yeah, the Terry Feddy. What a month.
The Federic. If you want to be formal about it.
So if you're not, if you haven't registered yet, you can go down to the polling place, wherever those happen to be, get registered, and do your thing.
If they'll let you legally.
Yeah, that's right. Not this guy.
Not
but remember,
this guy.
Some person in Alberta who's not legally allowed to vote was sent a voter representation card. Was sent in a card to register, which means the Liberals are trying to steal your votes. Just saying, that's what's going on.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin. Alice Cooper. I'm 18. I'm 18 or above 18, which means I get to vote. But hey, you know what? Elizabeth May wants to lower the voting age to 16. What say you, Lecter? Ollie?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
A lot of young people availing themselves of this process, like really getting out there, being passionate about what they want to see. Because, I mean, it's if you're 16 or 17, like, you may not get to vote now, but the next year may not affect you. But once you become an adult, the next 4 years after that, very much so. So if you're 16 and the government's supposed to be around for 5 years, which usually it's a 5-year cycle, sometimes it's earlier, like it is now, then you are going to be affected by those adult policies after you turn 18. Yeah. And in Ontario and Alberta, we're already seeing cuts in education and healthcare, which are already affecting people who are under the age of 18. So why shouldn't they be allowed to vote?
Well, you'll have plenty of years after that where you are affected by these things too. So those 2 years, I don't think are so crucial.
For goodness sake.
I mean, 16-year-olds have so much going on in their lives. You're still in high school. Like, focus on that. Yeah. And then once you turn 18 and you know, supposedly have some freedom in your life because you've graduated from high school, then worry about politics.
I don't know. I like my argument.
Do you?
But I mean, like, that's you're absolutely right. When you're 16, I'm trying to figure out how to get my driver's license. I'm trying to figure out how to do well on tests in school. I'm trying to figure out how to get somebody to touch me in a certain way. I am worried about other things. I understand what you're saying.
You got enough going on. Just relax. Wait till you're 18, and then you can vote till the cows come home.
Oh, wow. To the cows. Yeah. Right on.
St. Pat's had a student vote on Friday.
Yes. This is why I kind of wanted to talk about this.
And the level of engagement and the level to which people knew what they were doing and were excited to do it was really cool to see.
Yes.
There were, hundreds and hundreds of kids came down to vote, and they had, kids running polling stations everywhere across the school. And, the kids were genuinely, like, lining up, ready to go. And I pulled a few of them aside. And I said, you realize when you get to the age of 18, the problem is that none of you will ever do this again. That we can't drag you kicking or screaming as young adults to go and vote.
Right.
And they couldn't, well, why would we not do this? This is awesome. We can't wait to do this. Why can't we do this now? And this is 14-year-olds.
Yeah, absolutely. And I completely, and so the other side of Lecter's argument is that they don't have anything to worry about right now. So voting seems like a really cool thing to do. So, this is the other side of your argument. So you think that they've got too much to worry about. They shouldn't vote. I'm saying that they don't have enough to. The other side of the argument would be that they don't have enough to worry about. And once they're constrained by bills, a house, a car, kids, all these other things, that's when it becomes more difficult to actually get, gird up your loins to get out there and do the fight for democracy, blah, 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 and really be that passionate about things. Because we see a lot of people being very passionate, but you also see every voting cycle that people are just like even the territorial election, 54% of the voters. We're going to see probably maybe just north of 50% participation in the federal election. Maybe.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's great that 16-year-olds are engaged and so excited for the opportunity to vote. I just think there's 2 more years until you are able to.
That's right.
Then the onus is on you. to continue that enthusiasm. You don't have this, this nice community in high school.
That's just like everybody's going to vote. Are you going to vote? You didn't vote? What's wrong with you?
I mean, like when I was 16 years old, I wasn't taking part in youth parliament. I wasn't particularly interested in federal politics or anything like that. Yet, since I turned 18, I've voted every year of eligibility.
There you go.
So, I mean, I don't think it's really killing you to wait 2 more years. And plus, substitute drinking with voting. Kids are really passionate about drinking when they're 16.
Not as many as when we were kids.
Well, I mean,
like drinking is kind of dropped off. It's less.
Well, that's
vaping
good.
now.
Then there is hope.
With that,
hope
it's vaping now.
It's vaping now.
Yeah,
those kids are vape gods.
Yeah, wait 2 more years.
That's
you
right.
could be passionate about that.
You know what? Let's go the other way. Let's make it 19. That way you can drink when the result doesn't come your way. And you're just like, oh God, another 4 years of this.
This makes a really good point, which is that it's all so arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like the drinking age is completely different in every country around the world, and there are there are some little differences in different countries' drinking cultures, but broadly speaking, it's relatively similar.
Yeah.
And the drinking age appears not to make the darndest bit of difference. The legal age.
I think we can all agree that 21 is not a good one, but
right.
Yeah.
Although when they made it to 21, like drunk driving, things like that, that all dipped a lot in the States. So there's arguments to be.
The legal age for driving. I mean, there's arguments to make that, like, why on earth are you allowed behind the wheel of a car if you're not of legal age to drink? Because that's way more dangerous, because you're operating heavy machinery.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're drunk or not. You're pretty young to be doing that, particularly before you can vote. Like, voting seems a heck of a lot safer.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of arguments over this, and it is just picking an age. I mean, I know that a lot of times people have made the argument to me that, like, well, kids, like, they don't have sufficient perspective to really vote.
Which I don't agree with.
I'm not even saying that.
No, I know people do.
Of course.
And there is no magic switch that gets flipped at the age of 18.
No.
And I think we've all met people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who you probably wouldn't trust with a ballot.
And I know for a fact there's lots of 16-year-olds out there who are probably more like well-equipped mentally to vote than myself.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're only 16, so that's the way it goes.
That's right. I get a vote, you don't. Okay, so what about the other argument? Another argument which would be, and I think this should apply across the board, although how do you enforce it, is a civics test before you vote. So how about someone who is 16 before they're 18 has to pass a certain test in order to show engagement or show knowledge of what's going on and maturity or whatever.
As a journalist, I would love that, because then what would immediately happen is all the journalists would enjoy asking the civics test questions to the leaders and the candidates in order to try to trip somebody up.
Oh, yeah. I got a gotcha question. What's the legal age to vote? Well, it's tricky. Yeah. So, okay. Well, I mean, that's just one thing. That's just one thing that kind of came up in the last week or so. I don't know if May's been pushing that since the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's definitely come up in the last week that she wants to lower the voting age to 16, which, of course, is just getting a heck of a lot of people up in arms, and a lot of people also saying, hell, why not?
I mean, I like that the conversation has come. I don't necessarily think that it's necessary to make that change, but I like that there is enough passion among the youth that they want that to happen, apparently, that it's come up. Unless it's just, some people in their middle age who are like, hey, let's let 16-year-olds vote. 16-year-olds are like, oh, okay. I
like when you say youth, because, according to a Young Entrepreneurship Award, we are also youth. So,
yeah, we are.
You're including us all, which I love. Anyone under 40 is youth.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
A little post-show blues this morning as Boolesque wound up this weekend. Had a fantastic time this whole process. I mean, it was incredibly difficult to add anything to the schedule, and made for some interesting times, but also got a chance to do something new, which was very cool, and work with some people that I'd never got to work with before. Everybody involved is just incredible. So there you go.
I got one question for you this morning, Mr. Wheeler.
And I think I know what it is, but go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
Okay. If you were going to ask where this ranks on all my experiences on stage or in front of the camera, honorable mention to this one. Honorable mention to Boolesque for my experience within it.
I wish that were my question now. No, but you already answered. So
no,
absolutely. I'll go with a different
no
one.
Honorable mention to this one. This one is it's right up there with anything that I've ever done on stage. It was incredible fun, and I mean, I don't know if this I don't know that this is the right way to say it, I guess, but I mean, everybody on that stage, like some of the bravest performers I've ever worked with in my entire life. Like there's something incredibly vulnerable about burlesque, and the amount of audacity and the amount of just like
the gall,
the unmitigated gall. No, the courage and the confidence with which these performers perform is inspiring and also just incredibly fun to watch. So that was my big takeaway from this. Is like I had a great time, and I got to work with a partner who was wonderful, who did a ton of work when I wasn't able to kind of do anything. And
who you mean, Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie.
Oh,
yeah. Thanks, Ollie. But to see people who like haven't performed before, have never done this before, and just get up there and do it, and just to crush it like they did was absolutely incredible. What was your question?
My question was, do you ever get tired of killing it?
You are a very sweet man.
Boolesque debut.
It was
successful
fun.
NAC show just a few weeks ago.
It was good.
I think he did something before that, but it's slipping my mind what it was.
Well, I do this every morning, and
You do this every morning. Does it ever get tiring?
No, it doesn't. Thank you for saying it, though. I never get tired of watching other people crush it either. Like that's the thing, right? I mean, there is a lot of support, and it's incredibly inclusive, and that's what kind of started this whole burlesque thing off. In Yellowknife, it started with burlesque, and they wanted to create something that was inclusive of everybody. And then you've got the Rainbow Cabaret, formerly kind of queerlesque. And you've got Boolesque, you've got Parkas and Pasties. Like, these are all things meant to get people who don't normally perform to come out and perform. And not only to perform, not only to just get up and do a show, but to get up and do one of the most vulnerable things you can do, which is to try to be sexy in front of a group of people. Like, that you don't know. And you know that they're going to cheer for you, but at the same time, you're still like, here's my body. Here's my body.
Still putting yourself out there.
And like for a lot of people, myself included, here's the thing that I look at in the mirror sometimes, and I'm like, gah. And to kind of get out there and be like, here it is. You know what I mean? There is that play to the audience. There's a bit of the fourth wall, because there is a bit of a protection there, because you know that there's going to be support and cheering out there. So it makes it a little easier, but it's still an incredibly vulnerable thing to do.
Absolutely.
And for all these people to do it on a consistent basis and do it with so much confidence is so very, very cool. And I think I said before that, like, I don't think I'd ever do this again. This is like a one-off, but like, at the party and at Strike yesterday, we're just like, so what are we doing next year?
Yeah, you're already talking about next year.
Absolutely. Next year, I'd like to have, and I don't think I'm giving away any secrets here, I'd like to have a splash zone of the first row. So in years previous,
it already
in years previous, it was like, this is the glitter zone. You're going to get covered in glitter, but glitter is very hard to clean up. We're trying to. I mean, we still want to use glitter, but most glitter is made from plastics, like microplastics. So it's getting tougher and tougher
to justify.
Kind of, yeah. So you can make your own or whatever out of like shredded veggies or something. I don't know. But like to do like corn syrup and water and a little bit of red dye and to like spray the front row a little bit with blood. I think that would be incredible.
And I mean, it's a Halloween themed show.
Absolutely.
You should probably come ready to be splashed by some kind of blood-like substance, right?
You should. Yeah. It's a Boolesque show. Come ready to be squirted on.
That's right. Give everyone little windshields.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you give people like a poncho or like a little piece of like drop cloth or something like that, like a clear plastic drop cloth, and you're just like, by the way, in this act, you will get wet.
Yes.
Then you just, you get ready for it. You kind of put it up so it covers your food and your drink.
And of course, coasters on top of your glass.
That's right. That's
you can never be too
Because I'll tell you this much right now. When you have an audience that you want to be bawdy and you want to be loud, you want them to be lubricated, people are going to be loud. People are going to be like, and people are going to talk, right? So there was a couple instances this week where like people just kind of kept talking during the acts, and because it's loud, they're talking like this, and I just can't believe how wonderful this show is. And there were a couple times where they're not talking about the show, they're talking about whatever the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I, at one point, had the idea to bring out a little half cup of like the blood I was using on my shirt to just bring it out on stage and just kind of walk across the front of the stage and go, blah, and just throw it on them because it was kind of like that. And everybody was kind of like, yeah, that would be awesome. I was like, we should just do that for real next year.
Stain the perpetrator.
That's right.
I like it.
That's right. Yeah. So, I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic experience. Ollie, what did you think of the show?
I was beneath you for most of Saturday night.
You were beneath me. Well, this is the first I'm hearing about this. I constantly feel beneath you.
Yeah, I was beneath you for Saturday night, and I was enjoying listening to the audio experience.
I bet
it was wonderful.
And that's what I heard from a lot of people too. It's just like when they're downstairs, it's like, oh, there goes another song, and you can just hear it thumping, and then everybody cheering.
That plus East Coast night makes for a fascinating sonic experience downstairs in that venue.
Well, thank you for experiencing it, not in the room, but in the other room. Yeah. And Lecter, you saw the show on Saturday. You were in full regalia.
Oh, I was.
You were in latex makeup and
not
mask.
to be outdone by anyone on the stage.
Absolutely.
I just, felt the need to take 45 minutes out of my hardworking girlfriend's day that was already full. And
I'm sure she
loved
loved it.
Oh, I think she had a blast doing it.
So, I mean, and you looked great. What was funny is that you had to drink through a straw.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to eat or drink anything.
Yeah, I kind of made up my mind for that night. Made my decision easy because it's just weird drinking beer through a straw.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But at the house party, you were drinking beer through a straw. And it looked
I
really
gave it a go. But obviously, huge shout out to all the performers. There were no honorable mentions because everyone was amazing.
That's right.
That's what AJ should have said on Friday.
What a jerk. No, it was congratulations to everyone who's involved. Thank you to all the sponsors and all that. I mean, it was wonderful time. And I look forward to doing it again. Hopefully, I've already been pressured into doing it this one time, so they've already started the pressure for next year.
And Bree, Sam, and Paige, big shout out for producing another successful show.
Absolutely. And no one's doing this for money. And it was just a great time.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. All right, so if you get a chance to see any of these burlesque shows throughout the year, go, because these people are putting it all out there for you, and they're incredibly talented. So wonderful Boolesque time again. And now it's an election.
Scenes on the cabin.
Oh, Frederick, are you all right?
Yes. Would you excuse me for 1 minute, dear?
Oh, of course, Doctor.
Igor, may I speak to you for a moment?
Of course.
Sit down, won't you?
Why, thank you.
Oh, no, up here.
Oh, thank you.
Now, that brain that you gave me, was it Hans Delbruck's?
No.
Ah, good. Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in?
And you won't be angry?
I will not be angry.
Abby someone.
Abby someone. Abby who?
Abby normal?
Abby normal.
I'm almost sure that was the name.
Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5 foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, no, stop.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by AJ, general manager here at Cabin Radio, who took part in a little scuba diving lesson on Friday and wanted to tell us a little about it because we got a little giveaway. But we'll talk about what AJ went through on Friday and where he ranks it in his own personal experiences in a bit we like to call honorable mentions. AJ?
I will no longer rank anything ever in my life. Sorry, Nicole. Let me start off with that one.
Everything is equal all the time.
Yeah, I went scuba diving on Friday afternoon.
Yes.
Jeremy McDonald, the creator of Stuff I Found
Diving.
Diving in YK. And yeah, it was great. We went during the family swim.
Yeah.
Which is pretty hilarious. You know, I didn't know why I didn't expect that, but there was just a lot of kids and families in the pool.
Family swim.
Yeah, and then and we're strapping on scuba gear, and I'm walking with huge flippers through the shallow end,
scaring children.
It was pretty funny, and of course, all the kids were really curious. So
they're like, "Oh, he must not know how to swim."
Yeah, he's new here. Wow, those are big floaties. And anyway, so we were down there, and it was pretty. There's one kid who was just enamored by us, and we eventually made our way to the deep end, and we were sitting at the bottom and kind of going through the checklist that you have to go through. And I turned up, and this kid scared the bejeebas out of me because I turned, and he was right there. He had a mask on, and he was right. He even told his dad. He said, "I almost kicked that guy." So
shouldn't have been standing there.
Pretty funny. Yeah, well, the kids really liked it because we were sitting at the bottom, waving to them as they were looking under. And,
nice.
But yeah, it was really cool. You just go through this checklist. It was quite easy. Jeremy and Claire were there, and they were kind of giving me little tips and tricks as we went through, and it was awesome. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. You're right. It's a very, very cool feeling.
Yeah.
I thought it was odd how natural it felt. Mm-hmm. I thought it would feel weird going in and breathing underwater. Like it would take a little bit of getting used to.
Did you take any time to kind of get used to breathing into the respirator underwater? No,
it was so natural. I was sitting there just breathing underwater. Going,
some people struggle with it, and cool. Others just seem to just pick it up.
Yeah, and I thought I would. Yeah, to be honest, just because being a swimmer, you're used to holding your breath underwater, right?
Yeah.
But it was very, very natural.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. So this is all part of the stuff like Jeremy McDonald's doing the show, and he wants to just have other people learn how to scuba dive as much as possible. So he's starting to give lessons. He's a certified trainer now, and that's very cool that you got to participate in that. Ollie, we do have a giveaway for this. I know you want to get into it. You keep nodding and raising your eyebrows,
waiting for a chance to speak, and here it is. Jeremy. So the giveaway with this is that he's offering this course, which AJ you're going to take.
Yeah, I'm taking the course.
7th of November to the 5th of December. Full open water diver course, with the exception of the open water bit. The idea being that you're going home to Australia over Christmas.
And for anyone going on vacation, you just take away the classroom stuff and all the beginning parts of it, so that when you're on vacation, you have to use up 2 or 3 days of your vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jeremy's got this course where you'll do the classroom bit and the pool-based bit, and that'll cost you $650, cover all of that in the space of a month, 7th of November to the 5th of December. Then you just go off on vacation, find somewhere to do the open water bit, and then you are fully trained up and certified. So we have got one place on that worth $650 to give away. And the way we're going to do that is you went down and filmed a little video.
I did, yeah.
With Jeremy. At some point in that video, which is going to get posted to the Cabin Radio Facebook page at a random point today, at some point in that video, a scuba emoji will appear, which is a thing now.
Oh,
introduced this year, the scuba mask emoji.
It's finally time.
After all my emails.
Yeah.
That emoji will appear, and there will be a word next to it at a random point in the video. All you got to do is message us with the word.
Or scream at us on the street.
Sheepdogs! Will it be sheepdogs?
You know what? In my head, it was probably going to be sheepdogs. Maybe I'll change it now.
Yeah, fair.
But, so there'll be a word next to the scuba emoji at some point in that video. You just have to message us the word and your contact details, and it'll say all that in the Facebook post. To get in with a shot of joining AJ in scaring small children in a swimming pool in Yellowknife.
Or vice versa, getting scared by small children.
Yeah, or getting scared
that was more the
Either way. I mean, if you're in the dark depths, anything can happen.
That's true.
A child!
That's true.
And if you don't win, it's $650 to get two-thirds of the thing out of the way.
Great deal.
And then all you got to do is rock up somewhere where there is actual open water to go do this stuff and finish it off.
Yeah, to finish it off, I believe it's just 4 dives. So I think Patty recommends you no more than 3 dives in a day on a course. So really just 2 days, 2 dives when you're on vacation, and you're fully certified, you're done.
And one of the coolest things you could do to participate in, other than just doing the dives, which is cool, is over the summer, he does cleanup operations around the city off the shore. So, I mean, he goes out there with the goal of picking up a ton of garbage, and he's done it like a dozen times. So he's cleaned up a lot of the
some weird stuff too.
Yeah, weird. Oh, really there's always weird stuff. Rifles and tires and GoPros.
He has this little plastic street shark puppet.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember Street Sharks? Anyone? No.
Yeah, I remember Street
like,
Shark.
Oh, yeah, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the characters. It's a rubber thing, and it's like a puppet. You put your hand in it, and you can work the Street
Does
Shark.
he do like the classroom part with teaching with the Street Shark?
I'm going to recommend it now.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know this. Street Sharks, the TV show, responsible for an uptick in shark fin soup.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so don't watch.
That's too bad.
Okay, that joke didn't land. But I would. The thing that disappoints me so much about this is that I'm not able to participate in this. I'd love to do the scuba diving thing. One,
sure
I
you can.
$650. One thing, I don't look good in a dry suit, in a diving suit. But
Wet
also,
suits really keep it all together, though.
Keep it tight. No, my ears won't let me do it. I've got bad ears. And the last time I went, I did snuba in Maui, which is like, so the tanks stay on a little raft up top. And you just put the regulator in. And you breathe through the pipe.
Yeah.
So the last time I did that, I went about 30 feet down, and I felt my ear go.
Yeah.
And after that, I got a major sinus infection.
You didn't equalize.
No, I equalized. I absolutely did. But it's just that like my ears are so terrible. Like I had tubes in my ears twice and a mastoidectomy in this ear. So
right.
I think I'm just not made for the pressure.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. I struggled with it too. That was actually my biggest issue learning was equalizing and doing it properly. And I actually suffered some middle ear bar trauma.
See, maybe I didn't equalize properly. Maybe I need to give it another shot.
Yeah. I mean, that's it's like it's a weird part to me because like, when I'm on a plane and my ears are, you feel the pressure. Yeah. I can't like just plug my nose and blow up my ears. I yawn and that makes my ears pop. You obviously can't do that underwater. So I struggled with that a little bit.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
We all struggle.
We do.
Yeah. That's right. So, giveaway a little bit later on today. Random time. Ollie's being very wily with this video. He'll drop it on the Cabin Radio Facebook page. Watch the video. Look out for the scuba emoji, which is finally available with a random word next to it that probably won't be sheepdogs, but might be.
And we'll do the draw tomorrow morning on the show.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Ollie, you got a couple of puppies with you this morning. Well, not this morning, not here, but at your place. You're fostering a couple puppies, or is it Sarah's fostering the puppies?
There we go.
There we go.
Penny is fostering the puppies.
Oh, Penny's fostering.
Let's be clear.
Oh, fair enough.
So we went to do a bit of pet project filming on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And the place is absolutely packed. They've already put out a call on Facebook in the last few days for people to foster. It was super busy at the time, and then they had a power cut. Yeah. So we're like, you know what, this is not the ideal time to be tapping somebody on the shoulder and saying, hey, we'd like to foster, because there's like a lineup of 20 people and it's dark. So we went away, and I was out all evening at NAC, and then I got a text from Sarah when I got out of NAC, and I was just in the bar saying, I wasn't even saying anything. It was just photos. And she had been back to the SPCA and picked up two, like there's a dog there called Sunshine who's had this litter of like 9 pups, and she picked up 2 of them. So I like ran out of the pub, like full on, like booked it to the truck, like threw it all the way back to the house, and got back, and there's 2 little tiny puppies, 6 weeks old,
6 weeks old,
and Penny just looking like, I don't know what to do. This is horrible. I was the puppy. I'm only 10 months old. How am I not now the puppy?
She's still the puppy.
You mean I'm being replaced?
Yeah. Now you have to be responsible and look after younger dogs and not break them.
Aww.
Penny's having a little trouble with that, like learning how to dial back like enthusiasm of play.
Yeah. Right.
She's getting better now, but at the start she has this tug rope, and the little puppies were loving the tug rope, and they were like playing with each other with it, and like not even really tugging it, just like nibbling on each end of it. And then like one of them would be like nibbling a bit more, and the other would be like, hey, where did my rope go? No, I'm nibbling on it. And it just became this like accidental tug with the tug. It was so cute. Penny comes over, picks up one end of it, and it's like watching the Olympic hammer throw.
Just suplexes both.
Spun around a few times, and there's a puppy clinging to the other end going,
just enjoying a nice little nibble, and Penny has to come around.
Now, the problem with all of this is that nighttime has to come.
Mm-hmm.
And so these 2 little 6-week-old pups, we had this little crate for them and everything. Oh, the first night, it was horrible. It was absolutely a mess of just howling, like visceral howling, like sounding like deranged farm animals. These are 6-week-old puppies. They have, like, I don't know, a vocal cord like 3 millimeters long.
Mm.
Honest to God, one of them was mooing all night. Like, what is that noise? So we got through the first night, and we're like, all right, we need a new plan. So we kept the puppies up all of yesterday. We were like exercising them and playing with them. Like it got to like 9 o'clock in the evening, and they were starting to like pass out through sheer tiredness. We're like prodding them, being like, not yet, not yet. Come on, now we're dancing, we're doing puppy things. And eventually got to 10. I was like, right, these must be the most exhausted puppies of all time.
Yeah.
In the crate, like 5 minutes of deranged mooing, but eventually like, gave up, fell asleep. Half an hour later, right back on the mooing. Yeah. One of them was doing a cockerel impersonation. Like, what is going on? So I clasped a pillow to my other ear. I was full on like, I am just going to sleep through this. This is going to be fine. It got to 1 o'clock in the morning with like ceaseless farm animal noises from the next door, from the bathroom where we'd put them in, and Sarah broke. Sarah completely broke, and I don't blame her because I wasn't far off either. But she just went and got the puppies, brought the puppies to bed, like full on
puppy
totally
bed.
broke. And I spent the rest of the night sleeping with a puppy wedged to my head.
Ow.
The puppy just climbed to the top and like nibbled on my hair a little bit, and then just went to sleep on my head for the night.
Did you wake up with poo on your head?
I did. One of the first things I did. I
did. Yeah.
I did check the back of my head. I woke up. I was having a dream about doing field hockey play-by-play, and had a very.
Oh yeah.
And had a very.
That
odd,
means you're getting pooped on.
Had a very odd 5 minutes where I woke up and then wasn't sure which was real and which wasn't. And
puppy on my head. Puppy on my head.
Yeah, and then gradually came the realization that the puppy on my head was the reality, and then the sort of because.
Yeah.
No, and I was clean. All clean.
So what kind of farm animal noise broke Sarah? So you heard moose, you heard rooster.
There's a full on. I mean, like
one of them start bleeding. Just a.
There's a very good. No, it was a full on depths of hell scream. I think that really got to her. Like the puppy, honestly, this tiny. So there's a boy and a girl. The boy is kind of like a barrel-chested, sort of bops around the place. Mm-hmm. You could tell he's going to grow to be a big, lumbering, cute, totally like very few brain cells to rub together, but those he does have turn him into the nicest dog alive kind of dog, right? Yeah. And the other one is this girl husky mix who is like just has an attitude already. Like tells Penny where to go.
Oh man!
If Penny is like Penny will try and wrestle with her. Penny is honestly like 20 times the size of this 6-week-old puppy. And she will just swear blue murder at Penny to get her to shut up and go away. And I'm convinced it's her in the night. I haven't seen both of them howling, but I think it's her. And she just howls the place down and has a vocal range that like Aretha Franklin would not be able to touch this husky mix. She's up here like the full-on like machine gun, ear-splitting, like, I have your attention! You are listening to me from the bathroom, and will then descend down gradually into, and now I summon the depths of hell upon you, for you have kept me in disgrace.
It's about time someone took Penny to task. Gotta say,
quite the dog story. I mean, at 6 weeks though. I mean, they're not like the reason they're not supposed to be separated from their mother at 6 weeks. That's probably why they're howling so damn much.
I'm sure their mom's fine with it.
Like you're not allowed to adopt a dog till they're 8 weeks old. Right? So like at 6 weeks, I understand that they need to be fostered, but. That's why they're howling so much because they don't have a nipple in their mouth for feeding.
Happens to all.
Yeah, that's right.
Mercifully, I got through the night and they still didn't. So
I went to sleep with a dog in my head.
Yours there.
I did. I was just like, oh god,
still chafing from those pasties.
I had on this weekend. Went to sleep with a dog in your head. Woke up with one on your nipple. It's the old puppy story. Well, how long are you gonna have these puppies for? A few days
till they get adopted.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
They need room at the shelter. So whatever you could do.
Well, Sarah's here right now. What's going on with the puppies?
Puppies are
in a crate,
locked up in the little crate.
Oh, God.
Mooing away.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah, if you live on Hamilton, down in Peace River Flats. First of all, Peace River is now a misnomer.
War River.
Secondly, apologies. Yes, because that braying you can hear in the distance is a very tiny female husky mix with a voice.
Well, good luck with them puppies. Well done. Good on you for fostering. So what's that?
Why don't you get to? And why don't you get
We're
to?
never home. We're never home. And it's tough.
bring
Well,
them
maybe. I don't know. I've been trying to convince her to get another dog. So.
Well, and I have a dog that will probably eat.
Yeah, that's right.
That
That's
infiltrate.
right.
So
Jaya don't play.
No, Jaya don't play.
Jaya no playa.
No.
That's pretty good.
She tolerates Finnegan. Isn't that enough?
That's right.
Come on.
If you, the SPCA completely stocked, completely full, overrun. They aren't taking any intakes now because they are full. So if you want to do what Ollie and Sarah are doing, or Sarah's doing, but Ollie's helping.
You want to lose 5 hours of sleep.
Foster a couple of pups. It might be tough for a little bit,
so
but it would really help out the SPCA. And also, of course, look out for the Pet Project Fridays on our Facebook page.
Foster an adult dog. They sleep great.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
There is a dog called Old Max who's 8 years old there, and he looks absolutely adorable. Old Max needs a home. All right.
Go down to the SPCA and foster a pup. Or better yet, adopt one and give it a forever home.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.